Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your go-to source for everything you need to know about South African politics and current affairs. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a breaking story. Today, we are diving deep into the massive protests that have erupted in Pretoria, where thousands of frustrated citizens are demanding the immediate resignation of President Cyril Ramaphosa. This is not just another demonstration, it's a powerful outcry from the heart of the nation, as civil rights groups, led by Defend South Africa, DSA, along with everyday South Africans, have taken to the streets to voice their outrage over what they describe as a complete failure of leadership. The protest march began at the old Putco bus depot in Marabastad and is making its way to the Union Buildings, the symbolic seat of government in South Africa. The streets are flooded with chants, banners, and impassioned speeches, as demonstrators call out a range of deep-rooted issues: rampant corruption, staggering unemployment rates, ongoing power cuts due to load shedding, and a collapsing economy that continues to squeeze the poorest and most vulnerable. Now, let's take a closer look at the reasons behind the protest and why this moment could mark a turning point in South Africa's political landscape. At the heart of the outrage is corruption, an issue that has plagued South African politics for decades. Although Ramaphosa came into power promising a new dawn and a hard stance against corruption, many feel those promises have fallen flat. High-profile scandals have continued under his watch, and some citizens believe that corruption has simply become more sophisticated, hidden behind political rhetoric and vague reforms. The perception that the rich and powerful are getting away with looting state resources while the average citizen struggles to put food on the table has fueled a growing sense of betrayal. Then there's the economic crisis. South Africa's economy is in a dire state. Youth unemployment is hovering around 60%, businesses are closing, inflation is rising, and basic services are failing. For many South Africans, the dream of upward mobility has turned into a daily struggle for survival. Protesters are saying enough is enough, it's time for real economic reform, job creation, and policies that support the people, not just the elite. Another critical issue is load shedding. South Africans are now accustomed to daily power cuts, which not only inconvenience households but cripple businesses and push investors away. Despite billions being poured into Eskom over the years, the problem persists. Protesters argue that this is a sign of deep mismanagement and a lack of accountability at the highest levels of government. Many feel that instead of offering solutions, the government has simply normalized crisis after crisis. The protest isn't just a political statement, it's a cry of desperation. Civil rights groups and ordinary citizens are calling for immediate leadership change, demanding that Ramaphosa step down to make way for a new era of accountability and reform. The message is clear: South Africa can no longer afford business as usual. In response to the protest, authorities have deployed police units across the city to monitor the situation. Major roads in Pretoria are blocked, traffic has come to a standstill, and tensions are running high. While the protest has so far remained largely peaceful, the sheer scale of it shows the depth of frustration brewing among citizens from all walks of life. The big question now is, will this demonstration lead to real political change, or will the government continue to deflect, delay, and deny the legitimacy of the people's demands? In South Africa's democratic history, we've seen protests bring about meaningful shifts before. Think of the Fees Must Fall movement or the civil actions that helped bring down the Zuma administration. But in this case, the stakes feel even higher. The trust in leadership is eroding fast, and the patience of the public is running dangerously thin. Critics of the protest argue that removing the president won't fix the system overnight. They say that South Africa's problems are systemic, embedded in decades of institutional decay and political infighting. Supporters of Ramaphosa believe he still needs time to implement the reforms he's promised and that prematurely forcing him out could throw the country into deeper chaos. But for many on the ground today, those arguments are too little, too late. Whether or not Ramaphosa steps down, one thing is clear: the people of South Africa are demanding to be heard. They're tired of the same cycle: elections, promises, disappointment. What they want now is action, not talk. Change, not excuses. So, what do you think? Should President Ramaphosa resign, or does he deserve more time to address the nation's challenges? Is this protest the beginning of a new political awakening, or just another moment that will fade without impact? We want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's open up the conversation and hear what South Africans are really feeling on the ground. And if you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure that notification bell is on so you stay updated with all the latest on South African politics and beyond. Thanks for watching, and as always, stay safe, stay informed, and keep asking the hard questions. See you next time.